going on YouTube? So you want to be an entrepreneur, huh? Why would you want to do that? All the things you can do, you want to put yourself through that. Just play. Listen, so I'm gonna make this mediocre short. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, listen. You want to be an entrepreneur. This is my son sneaking downstairs on me. It's some things you gotta be prepared for. Let me set my settings here for y'all so y'all can see here. That's a little better. You gotta prepare yourself for some things, man. It's gonna be a lot of heartache. It's gonna be a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, which I'm sure you heard. You say you're ready for it, but are you really ready for it? Ask yourself that before you jump into whatever you want to jump into, because it's okay if you're not an entrepreneur. Everybody is not meant to be an entrepreneur. That's fine. We need our lawyers. We need our teachers. We need our doctors. We need our nurses. We need a lot of these people. This is not meant for everybody, and that's fine. Some people need structure. Some people need to be told, when to be at work, when to get paid. I'm not knocking that. Some people definitely need structure. At one point in time, I was one of those. It's easier. First of all, somebody planning out your schedule for you. You do one thing, you in and you out, and you get paid. Some get paid really good for it. That is fine. But if you want to be an entrepreneur, you should be watching this video, because I'm gonna make this quick, right? I need to rewind and introduce myself, right? My name is Prep Wilson. I'm a real estate investor here in Rockford, Illinois, right outside of Chicago. If you haven't heard of Rockford, Illinois, a lot of people haven't. But it's a decent little city, right? So I'm born and raised here, so that's why I started investing here before I started investing in other areas. I have 8 doors right now, which is all right. I'll take it. But my mentor and his friends and a lot of people I talk to that hang with him have like 200 doors, 60 doors, 120 doors. So it's like I'm doing okay, but they're doing great. That's where I want to get to, but we won't get to real estate yet, right? I just want to concentrate on the entrepreneurs. Are you sure this is for you? Heartache. Let's talk about heartache. It's going to be a lot of heartache, disappointment, frustration just coming from family and friends. Those are the main ones, just because they're not going to understand. Some of them will, but a lot of them won't, because and it's not their fault. They don't do it personally, like to hurt you or shoot you down. It's just a mindset thing. You got to think a lot of our parents have been kind of programmed to think a certain way and not outside the box. So, when your family members go against the grain, or your friends go against the grain, saying, you can't be a real estate investor, you can't own a car wash, you can't, whatever you want to do, knocking it and tell you, I think that's unsafe, you should work this job and 401k and save, and don't get mad at them. It's just they think different. That's all it is. They just think differently than you do. But don't let them stop you from doing what you want to do. That's the main thing. Don't let them stop you. Another thing is just be prepared for the no's. You'll get a whole bunch of no's, right? That's just nature of the beast. You'll get a lot of no's. You will try to get bank loans. No. You'll hear it. Be prepared for it. One good person told me a long time ago, a customer I had, said, for every no you get, you're one step closer to a yes. And he told me that probably 9 years ago, and I remember that to this day. That's the one thing, saying I think about every day, because I got a lot of no's. When I started, I got a lot of no's. I still get no's today. Like, I'm not big in this yet. I'm on my way there. I'm not there yet. So I still get a lot of no's. It's nature of the beast. I know a yes is coming, and I think back when that special lady, which I'll tell y'all, a good friend of mine now today, gave me my first yes when it came to financing, and that's started the snowball effect, the domino effect, whatever you want to call it effect. That got the ball rolling. One yes did that. So Just prepare for the no's, but be listening for the yes. It's coming. It's gonna come. And one of the main things, and I got a story for this one, is why do you want to be an entrepreneur? What sparked that? What makes you want to do this? And I don't want to comment below, but the comment I don't want to see is to work for myself. I mean, that's good reason, but it's basic, right? I mean, I would say 90% of people say, I want to work for myself. Do you truly want to work for yourself? Do you really want to be your own boss? Do you know the responsibility that you have being your own boss, right? But what's that? What sparked this entrepreneur thing for you? What made you say, like, I want to be an entrepreneur? This is what I'm going to be. Reason that's one of the most important pieces for me is because that's going to be your fuel. When that fire gets low, you're tired, you're frustrated, you just want to stop. That reason is going to be what gets you over that hump every time. Every time. When you're working for yourself 2 a.m, knowing you can quit when you want to, you're super tired, right? 2 a.m. That reason is going to be what makes you finish that job before you call it, quits for the day. So that reason, I want to know that reason. Comment below for me, man, because I'm going to come back to that. I think that's it, man. It's more than I'm forgetting, but before I touched on all this real estate stuff, because that's what the majority of my videos is going to be, real estate. I wanted you to ask yourself that. Why do you want to be an entrepreneur in the first place? What sparked it for me, the beginning. I worked at a box store, right? Home improvement store. Still work for this company, but I don't work in the store anymore. I'm more on the warehouse side anyway. I worked there, let's say, fresh out of high school, 18 years old. I'm working for this company, and I started moving up the ladder, regular associate, team lead, then I hit sales specialist, right? Let me rewind. I worked for them twice. I worked fresh out of high school for about a year and a half. I left, and then I came back. And when I come back, now I'm 20, right? Yeah, I'm 20. 20 and 21 yet. And now I'm starting to move up. The second time I'm there, I'm moving up, like I said, associate team lead. Then I hit sales specialist, like when I'm, I think, 21, 22 now. Sales specialist, best position I ever had. But why? Because I was outdoor power equipment sales specialist. I already had all that knowledge, right? Because my grandfather he used to let me and my brother, like, take apart his lawnmowers, his old lawnmowers, trying to make go-karts and stuff out of them. We were cutting the grass by the time we were like 10 years old on a rider and stuff so I had all this knowledge already, and I got a little charm to me, right? So my knowledge with my charm, selling stuff, boom, it was going in perfect position for me. So I get this position, and the guy that left the position moved up to be a manager of that department, he's now my boss, right? And he was good, man. This dude was good. He left some big shoes to fill. Like, he had all the top sales and shit. Top sales for the year in the region, which was like, 70-some stores or something like that. Anyway, he was good, right? And he used to always kind of, pick back and forth. We'd play a lot of pick at me, like, you'll never be as good as me, you know what I mean? But, you got the position, but you'll never be able to fill my shoes, basically. And, I mean, that was a challenge for me, but I knew he had left his mark, so it was a big goal to hit. Long story short, I became really, really good at being a sales specialist. And about, I would say, my second year as a sales specialist, my second year, going into my second year. This was where when my gears changed, right? So this particular day, I go into work, and that whole year, I'm striving to beat his record, right, in sales, which was like 800 and something thousand. And not only that, I wanted to be like I want to hit the $1 million mark in gross sales for the year. I crushed it, right? We had a award ceremony, like kind of deal, like a store meeting, this big store meeting we used to do once a year. And they, you know what I mean, in the meeting, they make the announcement, oh, Prep Wilson, come up and get the award. You sold $1 million in OPE. I'm blown away, right? I'm ecstatic, right? I go up there and I get my award. Everybody's clapping. I'm looking at it like, damn, I sold $1 million worth of stuff, right? So after the meeting's over, I'm still, bragging with my friends. I used to have a good buddy who worked in appliances. He used to crush $1 million like it wasn't nothing every year. It's appliances, and he was a good salesman. We're just cracking jokes. He was welcoming me to the $1 million club. So I go and get back to my desk, and I kind of set my little award up, and I'm just looking at it like, man, you sold $1 million. You sold $1 million. You sold $1 million. And you make about $22,000. That was a switch flip right then and there, instantly for me. Like, it just didn't make any sense. I'm sold $1 million. Now we're talking gross sales. That wasn't net. So I'm just stupid math, right? I'm just doing stupid math in my head at the time. I'm like, even after Lowe's paid all their bills, every specialist like myself in the, region, just off my $1 million, let's just say on the low side, they only profited $100,000. And they gave me $28,000 of that $100,000. I know that's just way off math, but it was a no-brainer right then and there. I knew, I would never be great for another company because the pay will always offset. You'll never get your true value. I felt I would never get my true value out of a company because that was just when I really thought about it. The numbers didn't add up. So I knew then I needed to. I could be great for myself. I was great at what I did. I could do that for myself, right? So that's what that was the beginning for me. That flipped the switch. Not instantly did I decide, okay, I want to do real estate right after that. I didn't decide that at that moment. I just decided I had to do something different. I had to be great for myself. I didn't know what I was going to do, but I knew I had to do something. So that was the beginning of a whole, that created a beast right there in that spot. There was some other situations that happened, but that was the main one. When you know what I mean? Like, I went above and beyond every day to hit this mark, to just be great for this company. And I still work for this company, right? I appreciate this company because it's provided for me and my family a lot. But I know I can do more. So that's why I started to, change my mindset and try to find something different. So I'm gonna leave it at that, man. I'm not gonna go too deep into the real estate yet. I just wanted to touch base with y'all, to show y'all, to kind of talk about just being an entrepreneur in general, and where I started, which flipped my switch to even think about entrepreneurship. We'll dive more into the real estate in the next video. I'm gonna try to do at least one or two videos a week. You're getting one for sure. I'm shooting for two. So don't forget to comment below what was your, what flipped that switch for you? What started what made you want to be an entrepreneur? Comment below. I want to know. I want y'all feedback, man. We go have some fun with this, man. I got so many videos that I want to do. I'm gonna get real personal with my real estate deal, so y'all can see firsthand. I don't have all the flashy Lambos, big houses. I mean, it's a 4-bedroom house. You know, I don't have a mansion. I don't have a lot of these stuff these other guys you see on YouTube have. But I'm definitely a car guy, so that's what I'm striving for. A bigger house, I could care less. I'm definitely gonna get a nice Lambo, Ferrari. That's something, you know what I mean? That's one of the, something to look forward to, a smaller goal. You know, it ain't, my main priority is to do this full time without needing a job at all. So I can spend more time with my kids, my family, my wife. That's the main goal. But, you know what I mean? I just want y'all to grow with me. I want to save the ones under me who's coming up in real estate a lot of heartache and pain. I'm going to show y'all some different routes, tell y'all some different routes you can take. Just a lot, man. We will go over everything. So click that subscribe button. Follow me through this journey. We go grow together. Y'all gonna watch me grow. I will watch you grow. And we go from nothing to something together, right? We gonna do a little different from the other guys. I don't have a lot of flash and smoke, mirrors, and stuff like that. Oh, and before I forget, the ones that are real estate investors, make sure y'all pick up this book if you haven't already. I've had this book for quite a while now, and every day I find something new in it. I've read it about 3 or 4 times, but every time I pick it up, it's something new in it. So make sure y'all pick that up once you get a chance. Like I said, I got to start organizing in here, so I got to get off this vlog, get some of this stuff together so I can actually have an office. Because right now, I got a mess. I'll make my son come down and help me out with this. All right, so make sure y'all hit the subscribe button below. And next go around, we'll introduce y'all to my family when everything's situated. And we go just start to make it happen. Take care.